Hello and welcome. My name is Kyle and welcome to the return of a series here on the channel. This is a series that I did a lot throughout the years, through Cold War, through Vanguard, through Modern Warfare 2019, and I am officially bringing it back for Black Ops 6, which is very exciting. And this is my blueprint review series. You guys, if you clicked on this video, you already know what this series is, or you're curious about what this series is. And this is one of my favorite series that I have ever done on my channel. I have over 200 episodes in the main playlist, and these videos will be added to that playlist as well, as long as with an exclusive Black Ops 6 playlist. But again, essentially what this series is I buy bundles within Black Call of Duty, and I use both of the blueprints, and then I do a in-depth review at the end of using both blueprints to let you guys, the viewer, know if it is worth it or not. And we already have some insanely awesome bundles coming into Black Ops 6. But the one that we're going to be taking a look at first is the Draconic Forge Mastercraft Tracer Pack for 3,000 COD points, which is extremely expensive. Now, I did have COD points left over from the years, 1,500 exactly, so this bundle won't cost $30 for me, but for those of you out there, this will cost $30 for you, unless you also have COD points left over. So we have the Mecha-Drake blueprint here for the Saug 9mm. Now again, I'm doing this series because I like Black Ops 6. It's pretty much that simple. I didn't do it for Modern Warfare 3 or Modern Warfare 2 because I did not enjoy those games, but this game I really enjoy. So I'm bringing the series back for this particular game. But taking a look here at this blueprint, and looking at the attachments, we have the long barrel, the suppressor, the precision foregrip, and the extended mags 2, and the infiltrator stock. I've come up against this blueprint a couple times, and it's very good. We also get ourselves the Dragon Knight skin, which looks absolutely insane. Very crazy, very cool looking. Then we also have the Ember Skull blueprint here for the ASG-89 shotgun, the Siege Drill skin for the drill charge, the Dragon's Breath legendary emote, which we can use at the end of a match, which looks pretty cool. We also have ourselves a finishing move, which kind of glitches out a little bit. We'll try and use that if we can. A reticle, an animated emblem, and a spray, which is pretty cool as well. So without further ado, guys, we're going to go ahead and purchase this thing. Boom. And what we are going to be doing now is I will be going into basically a game, or into a private match, where we will be inspecting this blueprint, because this is what we're going to be dedicating this first episode to. I always do these videos in two parts, and I will be doing the the Mecha-Drake today, and then I will be doing the Ember Scald probably on Monday as well. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and head into a private match now and take a look at this new skin and blueprint in action. So I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, welcome into the game. So usually these Mastercrafts all have a unique inspect to them, and this is how it looks in game. Pretty cool looking. Again, it has very little recoil. There's the reload animation, and here is the unique weapon inspect for this blueprint. That is pretty dang awesome. Let's go ahead and take a look at that one more time. Alright, well that is just amazing. But again, it can look cool, it can be awesome, but how does it actually play in games? So we're going to go ahead and jump into a couple of games rocking out with this weapon, and I will see you guys all in the game. Alright guys, welcome into game number 1. We are playing some domination here on the map. Hello? Domination here on the map. Rewind? Rocking out with this blueprint. Now, how these videos are going to work is they're going to be very similar to my normal videos, my normal content, like my Race to Prestige content, etc. Technically, these videos fall into my Race to Prestige videos, because obviously I am, still grinding a Prestige. But at that same time as well, I also want to do other content, and this is that other content. I don't want to just be stuck to Race to Prestige. Again, we're still ranking up. We're still, participating in our Prestige. It just won't be in the Race to Prestige playlist. Like any sort of live gameplay, I can throw it in that series. But these videos, for example, these ones, Blueprint Review, I want to keep them separate for a couple of reasons, but the biggest reason of all is so that if somebody comes to my channel, there's not a Race to Prestige title in there. It is literally just dedicated to this bundle. So when people come to these videos to figure out if they want to buy this bundle or not, they don't have to, oh my gosh, they don't have to, go through a million Race to Prestige videos to find them. What are you doing in this corner, my guy? So I also want them to be very, very unedited, uncut. Well, I mean, I'm going to edit these videos, obviously, but what I meant by that is I'm going to play 3 games basically in a row. Because if I just showed you highlights, then that wouldn't really do these blueprints any justice. But also, I want to keep in mind that I am playing
Losing Bravo.
Oh shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say, dang it. And stuff like that. Sit down. That was a very easy gunfight to win. If I just waited. Are you serious right now? It's probably because I was starting to get like very consistent 2KD plus games. Oh my goodness. Saug problem anyway. Like, I don't know if ammo has anything to do with it. Oh my gosh. Yes, trust me, I'm aware. I'm fully aware that 9:54 at night isn't really that late. But there's a very particular time frame where I'm good at Call of Duty. And a very particular time where I'm not good at Call of Duty. And the not good time frame is really any time after 9 o'clock at night.
Controlling Bravo. We're losing Alpha.
Those people who play Call of Duty late at night are on a whole different level of good. Probably because they're in a different part of the world than I am. But probably more than just a couple of reasons for it, though.
Enemy UAV inbound. You're being outplayed from me.
How in the heck are you not dead? How in the heck is that guy not dead?
Securing B.
You gonna come through? I have no idea.
Damn it.
Well, guys, there we go. That's going to be game number 1. 31 and 18. Not terrible. Not good either. And that's just game number 1. We're going to play 3 games again. Probably, hopefully, in a perfectly ideal situation, back to back. But we'll just have to see what happens. Hopefully, one of these games I can actually use the skin in game for you guys. But we'll see what happens. This game has a system in it where if you've been using an operator for a while, it will prioritize that operator over the new one. But we'll see what happens. Regardless, that was game number 1, and I'll see you guys all in game number 2. Alright, guys, welcome into our 3rd and final game of the video. We are playing some... Hello. We're playing some Kill Confirmed here on the map Payback. Hopefully we can do well. Rocking out here with this blueprint. Now, this is game number 3. There's going to be a little bit of a time gap. I'm dead. Yeah, that's the biggest downside that I've noticed. Well, there's a few negatives to this blueprint, but I will talk about them when I do the review at the end of the video.
Hostile counter UAV established above. Enemy UAV inbound.
Because there's a couple of really glaring issues with this blueprint, at least in my opinion. Just some things that I've noticed, and I'll of course talk about those in the detail in the review at the end. I'll also explain just how I review these things anyways, how I review blueprints in Call of Duty, and how I at least did it throughout all of the years. And then at the very, very end, as in after the next episode, I will do a video dedicated to whether or not the bundle itself is worth buying. Okay. Nice. Okay. Oh my gosh, let's go. My gosh. Well, there's all of our streaks. Okay, now I'm getting a little bit used to this blueprint. It's feeling a little bit better. Or I'd say it's feeling a lot better now. Now, how does this AGR work? Is it the sort of AGR from previous CODs where we called it into the map and it kind of just does its own thing? Or is it like a actual kill streak that you have to control? I have no idea. I guess we're gonna find out right now. Wow, this thing is horrible. I am never using that thing again. I wonder if maybe you can actually get out of it and it will, or if it automatically gets destroyed. I'll have to try that out in a private match, but yeah, that thing is pretty bad. Pretty bad. Thought it was gonna be good, but it was not. In fact, we were at a 3 KD for 1 minute there. Okay. Please die. Thank you. And there it is. I think I'm going to consider this game number 2, actually. Because I believe that one of the games in this video was super late. I think it was game number 1. So the numbers are going to be a little bit weird. But I'm going to go ahead and play one more game for you guys. That is hopefully not going to be late. I think it's not... Again, I don't really like to judge games off of a late one because... or judge blueprints or anything off of a late game because I always seem to do bad when I join a game late. So we're going to go ahead and play one more game. Pardon me, rocking out with this blueprint. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying this video so far, and I will see you guys all in game number 3, which will be our final game of the video. Alright guys, welcome into game number 3, our final game of the video. We are playing some domination here on the map Hideout. Hopefully we can do well. Now, I actually voted for this map. I do like it. I think it is a pretty solid map. I hope this guy... That guy's sitting on top of that bus. Watch out, teammate. Don't worry, I got you, buddy. I got you, friend. Don't worry. Wow. It just, I got myself into that situation. It's pretty bad, actually. Oh, come on, man. I want to do so much better than this. This sucks. Oh my goodness. Nice. Like, I keep thinking that maybe... Like, that maybe this Saug is really good, but then... Like, and I'll win gunfights, and I'll melt an enemy, but like... Then I'll just, like, die super fast. See, I feel like... Oh, got a headshot. Never mind. 39 and 29. This is just horrible. Pardon me. Dang it. Well, guys, 40 and 31. That's really not very good at all. I apologize for this gameplay to end this video off. I mean, we played 3 games. Only one of them was above a 2 KD. The rest of them were below, which is pretty unfortunate. But then again, there's some problems with this blueprint that are pretty glaring that I will talk about in the review portion of this video. I should have timestamps for every gameplay 1, 2, and 3, and then the intro, the inspect, and then the review itself. So, and you guys, I hope you enjoyed the gameplays here, and I'll see you guys all in the review portion of the video. Alright guys, so taking a look here at the Mecha-Drake blueprint, we're going to go ahead and head into the gunsmith where I usually do all of my review. So in the past, every time I have reviewed a blueprint in Call of Duty, I always do a couple of things. I go on its aesthetic, I rank it on its aesthetic, then I grade it on its practicality, as in how useful it is, how good the blueprint is by itself. And then I talk about whether the blueprint is worth using or not from what I can remember from the past. And I know practicality and use are kind of, they kind of sound like synonyms, but they're definitely different things. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this blueprint. Let me actually... Oh, it only comes with 4 attachments, so that is definitely something to talk about. But anyways, starting off here first off with the aesthetic of the blueprint. Obviously, the aesthetic gets a full 10 out of 10. I mean, it is very, very nice looking. Obviously, it's a Mastercraft, so it's going to be the best looking blueprint that you can possibly get your hands on. And I think it does an excellent job at that. I really, really like the gold and the green as aesthetics on it, so definitely gets a full 10 out of 10 as far as the aesthetic goes. And then the practicality. Is this blueprint practical? Here's where things get a little bit different. You guys saw 3 unedited games, but I did use it for a couple more games outside of that, just because they were late or whatever, and I wanted to make sure that I got you guys a full-fledged game. Is this blueprint practical? So there's a few problems with it. The first thing for me is I really don't like the iron sights. If I go to the firing range here and I aim down sights with this weapon, they don't look too bad by default, but when I start shooting, I have an incredibly hard time seeing enemies, and maybe that's just because of how late at night I'm playing, or that could just be a full problem with the blueprint. But I just, from the games that I was using, and of course this is a controlled environment with specific lighting, where it is a lot easier to see enemies, but I've had a lot of problems seeing enemies with this particular blueprint, and that's definitely an issue. I also think that the recoil might be a little bit high on this weapon. If I were to make a solid class where I use pretty much all the pieces of the blueprint besides a couple of things, I'd probably change the magazine to be a just regular extended mags, and then I would probably throw on maybe a silencer, but maybe either a compensator or maybe even a sight. I really don't know. It's kind of tough. Maybe I would go with the compensator, and maybe this would make it better, because I don't necessarily think that it has that recoil is really the issue with it. But I mean that feels a lot better already. Just like changing 2 attachments, like it turns into a melt machine. So obviously I would try that class out. But again, when it comes to these reviews, they're dedicated to how the blueprint is in its default. So suppressor, get rid of the grip, and throw on extended mags too. So as far as practicality goes, I would probably give it, just because the Saug is just so good anyways, I would probably give the aesthetic a 7 or an 8 out of 10. We'll go probably 7.5 out of 10 for the practicality. And then finally, is this blueprint worth using? I would say yes. I mean, again, as I showed you guys with a few adjustments, this blueprint can be really, really good. If that muzzle flash bothers you a ton, you can always put on a sight that will kind of reduce that issue. And again, I will probably, if I were to use this, again, as I mentioned, if I were to use this blueprint after this video, which I definitely plan on doing, this is probably the class that I will be going with for a while, just because I think that it is a very solid class here. Maybe switching up and using the Gunfighter wildcard as well to make it better. So as far as is it worth using, I would probably give that a 10 as well. And so factoring everything in, this blueprint gets a 9.1 out of 10 or 9.2 out of 10, since we were at a 9.16666666666. So I would definitely give it a 9.2 out of 10. A very, very good blueprint. So yeah, guys, that's going to do it for my very first episode of Blueprint Review here on Black Ops 6. Very, very excited to do this series. Of course, in the next episode, we will be rocking out with the brand new ASG89 blueprint called the Ember Scald, which should be interesting. Again, I've never used the shotgun before in general, so I'm definitely curious to see how good this thing is. And then, of course, we'll be doing a dedicated full bundle review at the end of the next episode as well. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this episode and you are excited that Blueprint Review is back, like ratings always appreciate them. Check out any of my other previous Blueprint Review videos or Black Ops Cold War videos. I will leave my previous Blueprint Review video from all the way back in Vanguard link down below, and I will also leave my previous Black Ops 6 video for you guys to check out as well if you would like to watch those. But anyways, I'll see you guys all on another Call of Duty video very, very soon.